Is it hard to access affordable, healthy food? Then listen carefully. Daryl Addison, an African-American inventor, has patented a process for growing food on demand. He called it Torpedo Pot. Torpedo Pot is a fully automated flower pot that gives you control over your plant's environment. All you do is add soil, seeds, and plants to the flower pot and watch it grow. Yes, Torpedo Pot grows the rest. Visit www.torpedopot.com.
So I ran across this video on TikTok about a sister that, works with different companies with hiring. You talk about black people, they always try to say black people are lazy and all this other crap like that, which is furthest from the truth. I told you many times before, the biggest problem that black people have in America is sabotage. No other group is sabotage like black Americans are sabotage in the area of economics. Whether you're trying to have your own business, whether you have these nuisance ordinances, they just drop it on black people to get you out your business, even you're trying to hire, and just work a job. I want you to listen to this sister that worked and had a recruiting, business for companies. I want you to pay attention closely. And this is one of the main reasons why black people have a hard time getting a job.
I used to work at a staffing agency and I was over my own branch. So one of the jobs I would do is I would take in new clients and I would fill whatever job positions they needed to be filled. So one day I answered the phone and we had a lady who wanted us to start to recruit from some positions for her company. So we're talking and she's giving me all the details about the kind of person that she needs for this position. And so all of a sudden she says, can you please make sure that you do not send me anybody over that is black? When I was in corporate, I code switched sometime with my voice, right? Like I felt like I had to sound a certain way in order to be accepted. Hello, this is Alicia. How can I help you? So she probably thought that she was talking to somebody of another race. And this was like years ago. But when it happened, I remember I was legit shocked. Like I froze for a second. I didn't even know what to say. So when she said, make sure that you don't send anybody black, and it had a long pause, she was like, are you there? And I was like, yeah, I'm here. And she said, if you want to, you can come by the office in the morning and we can talk about this some more. So you can imagine right now, I'm like, I got to see the look on this lady's face when I walk into her office and I'm black. So I'm thinking, oh my God, what am I going to say? How am I even going to approach this whole situation? Like a lot was going on in my mind. When I got to her office and I walked in, her mouth dropped open. So I walked in really cool. I was like, so I'm here to talk about the person that you wanted to fill this position. So long story short, she started crying and that's a whole nother TikTok, but she started crying, talking about the things she went through as a child and her experiences with people of the black race and all this yada stuff. I let her know that her way of thinking was very ignorant and I corrected some mindsets that she had. I contacted my boss and let her know what had happened and I decided that we would not be taking her on as a new client. And it was really weird because after that, for like a month straight, she would send me like gifts and stuff to my office every week. But that goes back to my original video when I was talking about how you cannot take job rejection personal. People don't hire people based upon all kinds of reasons. A lot of time it has nothing to do with your experience or your skill set.
Now, as you clearly heard the sister say that the person did not want no black people. So the people that she did want, obviously, probably more so white like her. Or we've heard stories where, people say, well, we got to interview all these non-white people, but we just want to hire the white guy. But we got to, do all this. You know what I'm saying? So that's how black people are undercut. That's why I always said to black people, your best bet in America is to become an entrepreneur. Create your own job. Just like in the African continent, they have to create their own jobs. That's why you see brothers and sisters out there, selling fruit, selling merchandise, do all kind of things they can do on the side of the road because they're creating their own job to feed their family. That's why sometimes when some of them come over here, it's so easy for them to jump right into that same mode and be hustling on an entrepreneurship level. Because in America, you're more socialized to get a job, not to be an entrepreneur. And that cripples us versus, let's say, a brother and sister who's been selling fruit and all that on the side of the road or been trying to, sell hot plates or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just so they can get their, family fed for the day. But of course, things like this are illegal. But this goes on. Let's say that wasn't a black woman she was talking to, and it was an other. They had no problem with them saying, oh, yeah. No, no black person. You don't have to worry about that. And just take the money from the client. Because that happens every single day. So as you heard the sister say, you may have been rejected for a whole lot of reasons, not even had nothing to do with your experience or how much education you have. That's why entrepreneurship is the way to go. I tell everybody that. If you're going to go to college and get a degree, get something that you know good and well that is in high demand and that you can use in anywhere throughout the world. And you could eventually create your own business out of it. Do that. You shouldn't even go into college unless you know when you get out, you're going to be making six figures. If not six figures, you can be making like 90,000, 85, 90,000 coming out of college at minimum. Go to a good trade school. That's another thing you could do. Help start your own business. You know how many electricians, industrial electricians, so many different people that's making a lot of good money. Choose things that where people can't be trying to hold you back. Because these people, like I said, the biggest thing about us in economics in America is sabotage. We could cover the story about how even black people have their own home and they're trying to sell it, they lowball them. But when a white person go over there and act like it's their house, they give them top dollar. It's all about sabotage of black people. And I told you that. This country is set on sabotaging black people. You have more advantage outside the country than you do in it. I told you that, especially with black American privilege. Because yes, we do have a privilege outside this country. We can get a whole lot more things done sometimes outside than in it. Because in this country, you're dealing with a lot of embedded hate. You have the hate of black people on default. All this is set to default in this country, folks. Sabotaging us with jobs, sabotaging us with home ownership, sabotaging us, with business loans, sabotaging us in every they can think of to sabotage black folk. It's on default. And that's the biggest issue that we face. But y'all let me know what y'all think about, our sister here, just letting us know what these people do. Because they do this mess all the time. Hey family, make sure you join us on the new and improved AfricanDiasporaNews.org. Now it is our uncensored and raw truth website. We have to make sure to have our own website because on social media platforms, they do have rules, and at any time they could change a rule and shut a whole genre down. Now that would not happen to us because on AfricanDiasporaNews.org, we can speak the truth. We don't have to hold back. So make sure you join our website today.